We live in a sea of noise, a flood of empty promises, curated posts, and superficial talk. In this world, can your value be communicated without a single boast? Can your silence become your most powerful statement? This is not a passive question, but the core of a profound shift in being. We have been culturally conditioned to declare, to pitch, to sell ourselves. We craft narratives, polish resumes, and rehearse elevator speeches, believing our worth is a proposition to be accepted or rejected. But the ancient Stoics, those masters of inner sovereignty, pointed to a different path. They understood that the most resonant truth is not spoken, it is lived. Your character, they taught, isn't declared. It's demonstrated through 1,000 small, consistent actions. This is about moving from telling to being, from explaining to embodying. Today, we will dismantle the machinery of self-promotion and explore the architecture of authentic presence. We'll learn how to let your actions write a story so compelling, so undeniable that words become superfluous. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about the ultimate form of integrity, where your internal state and external behavior are in perfect, unbreakable alignment. First, we must dismantle a common and damaging myth. Stoicism is not about becoming an emotionless statue, a cold observer, detached from the richness of human experience. That is a caricature. True Stoicism is about discerning what truly deserves your emotional energy and attention. It's the cultivation of a dignity that is sourced from within, an inner compass that remains steady regardless of the praise or criticism swirling around you. Your self-worth should be a fortress built on the bedrock of your virtues, not a flag made of fragile ego, flapping desperately in the ever-changing wind of others' opinions. This internal fortress is your first and most important project. Without it, every strategy for external respect is built on sand. So how do you carry this dignified, unshakable presence into your daily interactions? It begins with the most fundamental relationship, the one you have with yourself. It starts with your internal posture. Are you constantly negotiating for your own respect, bartering pieces of your integrity for scraps of external validation? Or are you giving yourself that respect freely and unconditionally? Dignity is not something others bestow upon you. It is a quality you radiate from the inside out. It is shown most clearly in the boundaries you uphold, not just the ones you verbally state. Anyone can say, "I won't tolerate disrespect." The test comes in the moment of subtle condescension, the broken promise, the casual disregard. Do you waver, making excuses for the other person? Or do you act with calm and firmness, in alignment with your stated principles? That quiet, consistent action, the polite but firm correction, the graceful exit from a toxic dynamic speaks volumes. It communicates without drama that you possess a core of self-respect that cannot be compromised. People sense this stability intuitively. They are either drawn to its solidity or they are filtered out by its standards. Your calm in a world of reactivity is a powerful signal. It broadcasts that you govern your inner world. This leads us to a critical, non-negotiable insight. You must know, truly know your own value before you can expect anyone else to recognize it. This isn't about reciting fluffy self-love affirmations in the mirror. This is a ruthless Stoic audit. It is the practice of philosophical introspection. Your value does not fluctuate with social media likes, romantic matches, or professional compliments. These are external indicators, often reflecting the giver's needs more than your own essence. Your true value is rooted in your character, in your virtues. It is found in your commitment to honesty, even when it's inconvenient, in your resilience, in the face of failure, in your capacity for justice, treating others fairly, and for kindness, offering grace without expectation. Imagine you are a rare, ancient artifact, placed in a bustling modern market. Its worth is intrinsic, determined by its craftsmanship, history, and material. It does not have a loudspeaker begging to be purchased. It simply is. The merchant who understands its true value doesn't haggle desperately. They wait patiently for the discerning collector who can recognize its quality. Do you know your true price? Or are you, out of insecurity or haste, discounting yourself daily in the bazaar of social and professional life? Conduct this audit. Write down your core virtues. Where did you live up to them this week? Where did you fall short? This self-knowledge is not an ego trip. It is the foundation of all authentic power. This deep self-valuation changes everything. When you begin to operate from this unshakable internal reference point, your entire behavioral grammar shifts. You cease the exhausting labor of seeking approval and instead begin to naturally express standards. You are no longer a frantic participant in someone else's evaluation process, hoping to score well. You become the calm curator of your own space, your own time, and your own energy. You stop asking, "Do they like me?" and start observing, "Do I respect how they are treating me?" This is the silent, pivotal moment where real power transfers. You move from being object, evaluated, to being subject, the evaluator. This shift is perceptible. It changes how people approach you. Now, let's translate this inner foundation into the most practical modern application: the power of restraint. We live in the age of the overshare, a constant performance of personality on digital stages. In this context, strategic silence and measured disclosure are not just polite, they are a superpower. Restraint is not about being secretive, dishonest, or building walls. It is the wisdom of understanding that not everything needs to be said immediately, and not every layer of your soul needs to be available for public consumption. It is the difference between a tweet and a well-crafted novel. Consider this. What is more intriguing and valuable? A book whose entire plot, themes, and ending are summarized in bold print on the back cover? Or a volume that reveals its depth, its twists, its character development, chapter by carefully written chapter? By consciously managing access to your time, your emotional vulnerabilities, your personal history, your constant digital attention, you create value through earned scarcity. You demonstrate that your inner world is not a public park, open to all for littering and loud conversations. It is a private, cultivated garden. Entry is a privilege. People earn that privilege through demonstrated, consistent, respectful action over time. This is not about playing hard to get in a manipulative sense. It is about genuinely being hard to forget, because you are a person of substantial depth, not just constant shallow availability. Your silence creates space for your actions to speak. Your no to trivial demands makes your yes to meaningful ones profoundly powerful. This practice of restraint naturally brings us to the cornerstone Stoic principle for navigating the world. Observe actions, ignore words. The modern social and professional world runs on talk, promises, visions, pitches, and plans. Words are cheap and plentiful. The Stoics, practical philosophers that they were, urge us to become archaeologists of behavior. We must learn to dig diligently beneath the surface layer of pleasantries, pledges, and charismatic presentations. What do people actually do? How do they behave under pressure, when resources are scarce or when no one is watching? Do their daily efforts match their grand declarations? When you rigorously train yourself to focus solely on this tangible, behavioral evidence, you develop a form of social clairvoyance. You begin to see the truth of a person's character or the reality of a situation long before their verbal narratives can catch up. You become immune to the seduction of poetic futures painted in conversation. Instead, you learn to invest in the bedrock of present, observable reality. You judge a potential partner not by their romantic promises, but by their reliability, their kindness to strangers, and how they handle conflict. You assess a colleague not by their flattery, but by their accountability and the quality of their work. This lens cuts through confusion and protects you from future disappointment. This crucial discipline of observation must also, and most importantly, be turned inward. This is the practice of prosoch, or Stoic mindfulness. Are your own daily actions aligned with your stated values and goals? This congruence, this harmony between what you believe and how you behave, is the very heartbeat of authentic worth. You cannot project a value you do not consistently embody. A person who preaches honesty but cuts corners, who speaks of discipline but is slave to their appetites, radiates a dissonance that others sense immediately, even if subconsciously. Integrity is the name we give to this alignment. Audit yourself with the same rigor you apply to others. This self-honesty is the engine of genuine growth and the source of quiet, unassailable confidence. Next, we must embrace a concept that often feels counterintuitive to our attachment-driven minds: the cultivated readiness to walk away. Your ultimate leverage in any negotiation, relationship, or project is not your cleverness or your investments, but your genuine willingness to exit it. This is not about issuing threats or creating drama. It is the quiet, internal understanding that you have a non-negotiable floor for how you will be treated, for the standards you will uphold. It is the realization that no single outcome, no specific person is essential to your peace or your purpose. When you mentally, emotionally, and practically accept that you can leave, that you have other options, other paths, and a core self that remains intact regardless, you stop clinging. This detachment, in the Stoic sense, is not emotional coldness. It is the highest form of self-respect and practical wisdom. It calmly states, "My peace, my integrity, and my core values are not negotiable currencies in this exchange. I am here by choice, not by desperate need." This internal preparedness fundamentally transforms your presence in every interaction. You stop negotiating from a place of lack and fear. I need this job. I need this person to like me, and start interacting from a place of choice and abundance. I choose to contribute here. I enjoy our connection. Paradoxically, this is precisely what forges the strongest, healthiest, and most secure bonds. Relationships entered into freely by two whole individuals are infinitely more resilient than those built on dependency and fear of loss. You become a partner, not a prisoner. Directly connected to this is the immense clarifying power of a clean, calm no. A no delivered with polite conviction is worth 1,000 appeasing, resentful yeses. It is a boundary made visible in the real world. In Stoic terms, it is a direct act of virtue. It is justice to yourself, honoring your own limits and priorities. It is courage in the face of potential conflict or disappointment. Saying no to a request that misaligns with your values or overextends your energy is simultaneously saying a profound yes to your own sovereignty and well-being. It teaches people how to treat you not through lengthy lectures or emotional appeals, but through consistent, calm consequence. It establishes a pattern. Certain behaviors will not gain access to your time or your spirit. A clear no is counterintuitively a gift of clarity to everyone involved. It saves time, prevents misunderstanding, and establishes honest parameters for engagement. To this, we must couple a stance of healthy skepticism. The Stoic is not a cynical misanthrope who believes the worst of everyone. Rather, they are a clear-eyed realist who prefers evidence to assumption. They understand that initial impressions and charming words are data points, not the full story. They withhold final judgment, allowing time for patterns of behavior to reveal the deeper truth. In new connections, professional or personal, This means consciously allowing a runway of time. Don't invest heavily in potential. Invest steadily in proven, demonstrated consistency. Let people's behavior over weeks and months write their own credible resume. This patient approach protects your finite emotional and temporal energy. It ensures you build your life's structures, your friendships, your partnerships, your teams, on solid, tested ground, not on the shifting sand of attractive potential or pleasing fiction. All of these practices culminate in a monumental shift in orientation, from the exhausting dynamics of pursuit to the magnetic physics of attraction. Chasing what is moving away from you, a person's approval, a status symbol, validation, is an exercise in diminishing returns and eroding dignity. It inherently screams neediness, and neediness repels genuine respect. The Stoic alternative is to focus relentlessly, almost obsessively, on the one thing you truly control: yourself. Your character, your mission, your skills, your physical health, your mental clarity. By becoming a person of depth, purpose, discipline, and principled action, you become magnetic. You stop exhausting yourself running after butterflies. Instead, you tend diligently to your own garden, cultivating your skills, nurturing your health, expanding your mind. You create an ecosystem of beauty, abundance, and peace, and you will find that the right butterflies and even more noble creatures are naturally drawn to the environment you have created. This is the unshakable law of authentic attraction. It moves you from a supplicant to a sovereign. This entire journey rests upon a foundation of what we might call unconditional self-regard. Do not confuse this with arrogance, which is an inflated and insecure ego. Unconditional self-regard is the deep-seated philosophical understanding that you are worthy of basic respect and dignity, simply by virtue of being a conscious, human moral agent. You honor this inherent worth not by boasting, but by the way you live, by your integrity, your responsibility, and your pursuit of virtue. This foundation also allows you to extend a compassionate, clear-eyed understanding to others. You can recognize their struggles, their journeys, and their humanity without allowing their poor behavior or choices to dismantle your own inner peace. You can wish them well from a distance if necessary, without hatred or resentment. This is the Stoic ideal of sympathia, the interconnectedness of all people, paired with the wisdom of healthy boundaries. Ultimately, this is about the profound reclamation of your personal agency. You are not a side character, anxiously awaiting your cue in someone else's drama. You are the author, the director, and the lead actor in the story of your own life. Your value is not determined by who texts you back, who includes you, or who validates your ideas. It is demonstrated daily and silently by how you respect your own time, how you uphold your boundaries, how you treat those with less power than you, and how diligently you dedicate yourself to your own growth and responsibilities. You signal your value by what you consistently do, not by what you occasionally say. Therefore, guard against the common trap of letting another person become the sole focus of your emotional universe. The most attractive, valuable, and stable thing you can ever be is a whole, integrated person traveling a meaningful path. A partner or future partner should be a wonderful, cherished addition to your already complete and fulfilling life, not the missing piece you've been desperately searching for to feel complete. Incompleteness attracts users and exploiters. Wholeness attracts partners and collaborators. When you are visibly invested in your own destiny, building your skills, pursuing your purpose, managing your life with competence, people will instinctively want to invest in you, to join your journey, to be part of the energy you are creating. Finally, master the subtle art of letting others initiate. In a culture that often rewards the loudest voice in the room, there is profound, often overlooked power in being the one who listens intently, who observes keenly, who speaks only when their contribution will add real value. In conversations, in negotiations, in early stages of connection, practice letting the other person reveal themselves first. Let them state their position, share their ideas, unveil their intentions. This does several powerful things. It grants you valuable intelligence. It allows you to maintain a posture of calm poise, and it projects a quiet assurance that has no need to prove itself through constant verbal dominance. Your thoughtful silence creates a space that others, especially those who are genuine, will feel compelled to fill with their authentic selves. It is a filter for authenticity and a magnet for substance. This Stoic path to demonstrating value is not a quick tactic or a simple set of rules. It is a lifelong philosophy of practice. It is the slow, steady, daily work of aligning your smallest actions with your deepest principles. It is choosing the harder right over the easier wrong, consistently and without fanfare. It is about building a life where your character is your currency, your integrity is your signature, and your actions are your only needed testimony. Your life, lived well, becomes your only necessary manifesto. No billboards, no press releases, no sales pitches required. If this philosophy of quiet strength, of unspoken power resonates with you, if you are ready to move beyond the noisy marketplace of ego and build a value that speaks for itself through the dignity of your being, then I invite you to join this community of practice. Please like this video. That simple action helps Stoic Mindset Mastery reach others who are seeking the same quiet power. Subscribe to this channel. We are here weekly, providing insights, deep dives, and practical guidance on living with more purpose, resilience, and authentic power. The journey to a truly mastered mindset is a continuous one. Let's walk it together. Your next step begins now.